Hi, Gene Zweben with Zweben Law Group. Today I want to talk to you about a bicycle safety law that was just passed here in Florida. Now this law added some things to the bicycle law, but it also clarified some things from the prior law so that drivers on bicycles know how to share the road better. Basically, a cyclist when riding down a road, if it's a two-lane road, should ride as far as what is safe to the right side, assuming that the lane is wide enough for a vehicle to pass you and still give you 3 feet without crossing the center line. If the road is too narrow for that to occur, a bicyclist is allowed to take up the entire lane, which would cause a car, in order to give you that 3 feet buffer zone that's required, that car would have to cross over the center line in order to pass you. Prior to this law, it was somewhat unclear as to whether or not this was allowed. This law makes it very clear that a car is allowed to cross across the center line, even if it's a double yellow, as long as it's safe, in order to give a cyclist at least 3 feet buffer zone when they're being passed. So if you're in a vehicle and you're approaching a cyclist on a 2-lane road, you need to wait for it to be clear with cars coming from the other direction and make sure you go around that cyclist, giving them at least 3 feet before coming back. And you are allowed to cross a double yellow line. As a matter of fact, you would need to cross the double yellow line if the road was too narrow to provide that 3 foot buffer. So, and as a cyclist, if the road is narrow like that, you're allowed to take up the entire lane to prevent a car from pushing you off the road, trying to squeeze between the yellow line and you while passing. So again, this law just clarified that that was legal, and make sure you know that you need to get that 3 feet no matter whether or not you have to cross that double yellow line. If you have any further questions, feel free to give us a call here at Zweben Law Group.